Hi guys, this is kind of like a story time video, except it just happens to be a true story. Back in 1991-92, I lived in my boyfriend at that time's house. I had a roommate. She was the dispatcher at 911, and eventually she moved out, and when she did, I started redecorating. And I spent 3 days on the top of a ladder painting the beams. I painted that whole house and did just, a lot of things to it. And I had always noticed odd things. The way my room was, my door opened right onto a wall heater. Well, I would leave and go to school because I was in college at the time. I would leave and go to school, and I know I turned it off before I left. When I would get home, it would be on full blast, and my door wide open right up against it, and really hot to the touch. So that was kind of scary, and it happened a lot. And there for a little while at like 3 in the morning every night, I would wake up suffocating because it was so hot in that room from the heater going on full blast, even if I turned it completely to off. So I had always seen shadows. I always try to, you tell yourself anything. You say, maybe I'm about to get a migraine. I'm getting shadows moving and zigzaggy lights and things that happen before a migraine. But one day I was putting on makeup and it just walked right up to me. And I was like, okay, I did not just see that. A little while later, a month or so down the road or something, I saw it walking. I told myself it was something else. I'm standing over there about to put my clothes on. I've got them laid on the bed, getting everything all fixed. And it walks straight up to me. And it's mad. And you can feel it. I looked right back down at my clothes and acted like I didn't even see it. So I went on, with my life, and come home from work one night. I was working as a cocktail waitress at one of the nicer restaurants in town. And I come home from work one night. I'm walking down the hall, and if you go to the right at the very end of the hall, that's my room. If you go to the left, there's a little indention, and then there's the door to the other room. Now, where that indention is, the hall light never hit that corner. There was never any light in that corner unless, the door to that room was open. Well, it was nighttime and the door was closed. And there was this ball of sparks just hanging there up in that corner. And there's no way it could have been there. And I just felt the most god-awful feeling of dread and just hatred. And it was shooting sparks. But they didn't burn. I screamed, ran out of the house, and moved about 3 days later. So, anyway, that's my story time. It happens to be, like I said, a true story. One of the weirder things that has happened. But there you go. So, what's yours? Y'all tell me one now.